Hey YouTube, your girl is back. Your girl is back with another live video. Hey. Let it load up here. Let some people go on come on in. It is your girl Nianta J, and I am back with another video. If you are listening to my beautiful voice and you are not subscribed, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn those post notifications on. That way you'll be notified every single time I post. And also, don't worry if you missed the live playback, then don't worry at all. This live will always stay up, honey. I keep everything up for replay. I keep everything up for replay. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into some things today. If you are looking from the outside, go ahead and say hello to your girl so I can know that you're listening in. And we is gonna get started in a minute. All right. One second, y'all. Let me get my setup here together. I know it's been a minute. Y'all probably say, girl, okay, you go missing every other 2 or 3 business days, and here you come back a month later. Well, I said I'm gonna try to be back, and I'm back. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all so much for joining in today. Like I said, if you was in the chat, go ahead and say hello, so I can know that everything is working properly, prim and proper like. And it's almost that time, y'all. It's almost Christmas time. I hope everybody's having a happy holiday, even if you don't celebrate Christmas. It's holiday season. I hope everybody's having an awesome, amazing holiday season. Hey, Wanda Clayton. Hey. I'm glad to be back. I am glad to be back. But yeah, I'm happy that everyone is. I hope everyone is having a happy holidays. Hey, Miss G. Hey. Hey. Thank you for having your notifications on. Yes, honey. Thank you. I just came on back because I think that this year it's just the holiday season has just felt like so happy. Like it's just been a really good year. Like it's not even well, I ain't gonna say the whole 2023 has been a good year. It's been kind of boring, but I will say like this holiday season feel like oh my god, like it feel good. But today we're gonna talk about my girl Treese. We're gonna catch up with my girl Treese. Y'all know that her and Courtney is reunited, so we're gonna talk about it today because I'm like, oh, that is so sweet. Reunited and it feels so good. Okay, we're gonna talk about my girl Treese today, honey, and we just gonna catch up with her and everything else has been going up on these YouTube streets. Y'all know I be in and out, so y'all gonna have to let me know what's the tea, what's been going on, so we can talk about it. All right, awesome. So as y'all come in, hit that like button. Go ahead and say hello, and subscribe if you are not subscribed. But yeah, so my girl Treese and her son Courtney are reunited, y'all. I was scrolling on Facebook today and I saw them live together, and I was like, that is so amazing. I saw that a couple of days ago. She posted that they were going out together. They were getting they were at the nail salon. They were getting some spa treatment together. And I was like, that is so amazing. And then today they actually sat together on Facebook Live and they actually talked, and she got him a car, and I'm just like, you know what, that really warmed my heart, and it was like, let me come talk to the people about this and really just talk about how positive it is, because a lot of times we come here and it be some shameful, some low down mess going on, and we call it out. But I say, you know what? Let's come here and talk about how beautiful that was, because it is amazing that's the reason why we all got connected in the first place, because of Teresa and her family. Yes, it says, a little black says, yes, I'm loving it. While a miserable old lady already mad about a mother and a son being together. Okay. Like, that's what all brought us together. Trees, her family, her life, her journey, her kids, her relationship, that all brought us together here. And it's just amazing how just a couple years ago, people were they were working overtime. They were working triple double overtime with no, what I'm saying, to make sure that there was so much division between her and her son. There were people who were in her son's ear trying to just coerce so much division between this lady and her son. There were so many rumors out on the streets. There were so many narratives going around. And like I've always said from the beginning of time, one thing about me, I am not God, okay? If I have not witnessed anything, I'm not gonna sit on this internet and make up my own narratives about people. I judge people based off what I can see. If I didn't see anything, I'm not gonna come on here and try to really go hard on run a smear campaign on someone for something I just don't know to be true. And it is amazing that just a couple years ago, these people were working overtime to get this lady and her son separated. They were working overtime to put out a narrative about this woman and her children. And God has really, really turned that around for them, and they are back together. And I say, you know what? That is a really, really, that's amazing. That, like, that right there, that's amazing. Hey, the Charlies. Yes, it has been a while. I'm glad to see you too. But yes, and it just goes to show, like, and I hope the people who really, and I know some people have had a change of heart, right, since that whole situation. But there were a lot of people involved in trying to tear this woman down. There were a lot of people who were involved in trying to push a narrative about this woman and her son. And and of course, a lot of people formulated their opinions on what was put out. So at being devil advocates here, were a lot of people were just reacting to what they saw and choosing sides. And at the end of the day, it's the internet. You can do what you want to do. But it's just really, really amazing how the people who really, really continue to try to run with that narrative, and who continue to try to tear this woman down, and who didn't want to see this woman and her son reconcile, and who wanted this young man to never forgive his mom. I hope y'all really, really feel stupid. I really do. I hope y'all really, really sitting there looking dumb. And that's why it's some level of minding your business that you have to do on this internet. At the end of the day, Treese, of course, she has always put her life out here for public consumption. And so that's what people are going to do. They're going to consume, and they're going to talk about it. Just like when you watch your favorite stories, just like when you watch a movie or whatever. Social media is a beautiful thing because people have somewhere to come back to and join groups and talk about the things that they see. But it's one thing to talk about the things that you see. It's another thing to try to go above and beyond to divide families, and that's something I've just always been against. Like, at the end of the day, Treese comes from a rough upbringing. She's went through a lot with her children, and so of course there's going to be some trauma there. Of course there's going to be there's going to be some division in certain areas of their life. But at the end of the day, it's nobody's place to try to jump in between that and try to push a narrative for something that you have absolutely no real insight on. And I think that I'm just so glad. I'm just so amazing. It's just so amazing that this woman and her son are now reunited after all of that. Because there are some people who would have never talked to their child again. There are some people who would have never, and there are some children who would have never talked to their parents again, and vice versa. There are some people who would have never trusted their child again. There are some children who would never trusted their mama again. And it's some people who would have let that situation keep them apart from ever. And there are some people out here who really, really would have went to the grave holding on to whatever they felt to be their own truth, right? But I think that it goes to show that at the end of the day, you can't judge people by their actions or how they respond out of hurt to each other. You got to really judge people by their heart, and you could really see that both of them still love each other, and they both wanted to reconnect based on the love that they have for each other. Because Courtney's still young. Him and his mom, they were talking today, and they were just kind of talking about, I just caught the part they were talking about therapy. And so you can still see that it's going to be a journey for them, right? You can still see that it's going to take a little work to get them on the same page about certain things or whatever. But so, and you can still see that he has some growing to do, and Treese has some growing to do, right? But the beautiful thing is, I think that you can truly see that they still really love each other, and they're still family at the end of the day. And I don't care what you say about Trees. I don't care how many decisions that she's made that we may not have made, or I don't care how she has displayed her living her life, her doing her thing, and whether we agree with it or not. The fact that she's willing to try over and over again to mend the relationship with her and her son, and the fact that she's willing to continue to give it another chance and not just completely wash her hands with it and give up on the child that she birthed, that just shows that at the end of the day, at heart, she's a beautiful person. And I think that a lot of people need to take this and learn from it, because it's really delusional people out here who really thought that you all were going to be the end. Your say so and your commentary on the internet was going to be the end all be all of this woman's relationship with her son. You all really got together, concocted whatever you had to concoct. You got together. Hey, Dookie Fada. Hey, hey, hey. Y'all was calling this boy. It was a whole lot of drama going on. A lot of people really, really dug their hands in that. And like I said, I know a lot of people have had a change of heart and have since apologized for it. But And then you have people who took the information and ran with it and tried to further feed their platform that information to, just keep this hate train going for this lady. And it didn't work. It didn't work. And so that's why y'all got to stop trying to, form all these weapons against people, because at the end of the day, when somebody is blessed and when somebody's covered and when somebody is truly a good person behind closed doors, you will see God work things out for them. Everybody, some people just are going to go through things, right? When you watch people on social media, people who live their whole life out for social media, they do daily content, you're going to see the ups and the downs. Ain't nobody perfect around here. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately for people like me, we're able to have whatever low moments in life off camera and come back and be like, whatever. Hey, Tilo. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Shauna's Plays. Hey, Shauna said recap. Shauna, Treese and her son have reunited, honey. You remember we all was talking about Treese, and we all was defending Treese and stuff, and the other people was trying to tear Treese down, and they was trying to make all these accusations about her and her son, and then her son spoke out against her, and they had a whole big falling out on the internet, and it was so many rumors and accusations, and we didn't know what was true and what wasn't true, and all of that, and people were just really happy to see her and her son really going at each other's neck. Well, they don't made up, Shauna. They don't made up. Treese has taken her son back in. I think he's living with her now, and she has bought him a vehicle, and she's helping him. She's back in her son's life, and they have agreed to work on their relationship, and she's going to help him get on his feet and find his way. And we're just talking about how that is so amazing, because there were so many people who were just rooting for this man to hate his mama and put his mama in jail and lock his mama up, and you know what I'm saying? There were so many people just trying to pin so many narratives on this family situation, and now they have reunited, and they're trying to get to a place of healing with each other, and I just think that it's a beautiful thing. So we just talking about it today. Little Black says, right, and Courtney is Tree's twin. So cute. I just love the bit of them getting massages and eating out together. Okay, he looked just like her. And I think that, a lot of times, a lot of people have it hard with their firstborn. Like a lot of people, like, me and my mama, I'm my mom's only child. So, I mean, me and her have had our times, okay? But one thing about it, two things for certain. I have never went without, baby. I have never went without. I have never been mistreated. My mama has made sure that I always had what I had. And one thing about it, she ain't never let nobody mistreat me or never let nobody, do anything to me. So, even though she had me at 17 and she probably wasn't always, just the poster child for, house moms around the world. One thing about it, two things for certain, she was gonna go to bat for hers. Okay, she wasn't gonna let nobody mess with hers, and that's why I started watching Trees, because Trees puts me her and my mom remind me a lot of each other. They're different in a lot of ways, but they do remind me. They have similar kind of, not because my mom doesn't have a lot of trauma and stuff. My mom, she still grew up rough. She grew up fighting, going to jail, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So she was able to overcome a lot of things. So a lot of times growing up, she probably didn't always do things the right way. But eventually, when she started getting in her bag and when she started getting her life together, she always made sure that I had the best of the best. And so I see that a lot in Treese as well. In the beginning, it's a little struggle. She probably had to find her way when her children were babies, but then eventually she got in her bag and it's been up ever since. And she's done nothing but try to just provide the best for her children, even through her growing as a woman. And so I see a lot of my mom and Treese. I see a lot of similarities there. And that's why I started watching her. But one thing about it, my mom and Treese have something similar. They have a heart of gold, regardless of whatever mistakes they have made in life. They have a heart of gold. You know what I'm saying? And you can see that through them in their actions. Hey, mother of three. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Little Blessed, exactly. The fact that overgrown women, mothers and grandmothers were really hyping up a son beefing with his mother is unbelievable. Exactly. Unbelievable and disgusting. Because one thing about it, that's just like when people break up, right? Y'all know how somebody leave their husband, they bash their husband, they come out, they talk about their husband like a dog. Look, in the Black community, we already know what that means. Mind your damn business, okay? Because you never know how that's gonna end up. When mad they come, a lot of things, a lot of times people react out of hurt. People say things, people do things. And like I said, we're not God, right? We don't have a heaven and a hell to put anybody in. So what I do is when I see my friends or my peers or people I know, when I see them really going at it with their loved ones, I shut my ass up and I keep my opinions to a very bare minimum. I like my best friend, she has a lot of sisters, right? Well, she doesn't have a lot of sisters, but she has sisters. Y'all all know sisters go at it, right? I wouldn't dare in my life ever speak ill of any of her sisters because one thing about it, they are going to figure it out and they're going to work it out. And they don't have some knockdown drag outs, right? But one thing about it, I know their family. I know they love each other and I know they're going to make up. So one thing I never do is speak bad about my best friend and any of her family drama that she's told me about because guess what? They are family and they are going to eventually work it out. You know what I'm saying? I never in my mind would think, well, let me come in here with my opinion. No, I'm not gonna dog your family. I'm not finna overhype you and give and tell you to go against your family. None of that. I'm gonna give you my advice as a friend in love, but I'm gonna shut my ass up and mind my business. Okay, because you're not gonna come and the 9 times there are some rare cases, but a lot of times you're just not gonna come between family, especially a mother and a son. Like, and for people to even be delusional enough to even think that they even had the power to do that was crazy. Yes, mother of three, God is good. Yes, Shauna's place, that is great. Hey, Nisi. Hey. And everybody's saying hello to each other. But yeah, and I think that people need to learn from this. Like, y'all really sit up here and thought that y'all, and I feel like people give themselves, I feel like people feel like, okay, well, I got a YouTube channel, I got a voice, people like to hear what I got to say. So that means something. At the end of the day, you just another human being with an opinion. At the end of the day, you ain't. Oh, happy birthday, Shauna Plays. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Shauna. Everybody tell Shauna's happy birthday, girl. Happy birthday. CeeLo says, right, blood is thicker than water most of the time. Yeah, in most cases. I mean, there are some rare cases where, some people just have some really, really messed up families, but I've always said it from the beginning. Treese, I've seen worse. Okay, I have seen worse on the internet. It's just that Treese happens to have a very, very popular platform, but I have seen worse. Okay, listen, there are some people who are straight evil to their children. Someone having their own unique way of disciplining their kids, or someone maybe having a rocky relationship with their son, or maybe not want their son to, explore. Like, because the whole thing about it is, of course, it's no secret. Courtney he's gay. And, when you are raised in a traditional toxic Black family, that does create a lot of, confusion and chaos because, as a parent, from Tree's perspective, she doesn't want her son to experience a lot of the hateful things that people do to gay people. So she's trying to figure out how to navigate that while also just having to accept the fact that he is who he is. And then with Courtney, he's like, look, mom, you need to accept me for who the hell I am. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to hear nothing else. And so that's where the clashing is coming, And so at the end of the day, I think that what people have to realize is like people kind of stone her to the cross for the difficulties that her and her son were having with each other. And they tried to make it seem like she hated her son because he was gay. And I don't even think that was it is, but I think that a lot of times, you just want the best for your children and you don't want them to experience certain things. And like Tree said, she knew her child was gay. She didn't have a problem with him being gay. She just didn't want him to do certain things. Or, she wanted him to wait to date. Don't be on here. Don't be talking to down low men. Stuff like that. And I think that, a lot of times when you're frustrated and when you're trying to explain things to your child and your child's not receiving it, your delivery may not be the best in what you're trying to say. But I think that, with healing and with more conversations and whatever they're going to do to heal with each other, I think that they'll get on the same page. But I feel like people just kind of took her and her son having a rocky relationship. And I think they tried to like turn it like she's some type of homophobic mother who hates her son. No, that's not that. It's just, hey, I know that you're gay. I know that this is your lifestyle, but I'm still your parent. I'm going to try to navigate you through it. You know what I'm saying? That I think that is where the confusion came. I feel like her delivery of that probably wasn't the best in certain situations, but at the same time, I feel where she's coming from and I feel where he's coming from. It says, well, since you brought it up about it being worse mothers out here, did you do some homework on the mother I mentioned before? I never had the chance to. I am so sorry, little black. I didn't do the homework. I seen someone react to her, but it just be so much going on because I think YouTube getting a little back popping, y'all. At one point, YouTube it got kind of dry. But YouTube been kind of doing better, like more content. It's like people who I used to watch who had kind of fell off, like like the beauty guru girlies or the vlog girlies. They started posting more content, so I just really have not been able to keep up. But I gotta remember to do some research. But no, I have not. But I seen someone react to her. But yeah, there are people who are out here doing way more neglectful stuff. Teresa's just one of them black mamas who gonna say what she want to say, when she want to say it, how she want to say it, and she mean what she said. And I think that a lot of times some people just have a hard time receiving that, because we are in this whole generation of soft parenting and all of that. And I heard a YouTuber the other day, she made a pretty good point. She was like, listen, that soft parenting shit need to go back where to where it came from. And I wholeheartedly agree. Because what's happening is I think because maybe I'm a 90s babies, right? So I feel like we grew up in the era of ass whippings, okay? We grew up in the era of if you look wrong, if you breathe wrong, you're gonna get told the hell up. Now, me on the other hand, I was a really good child. So I didn't really get too many whippings, because I'm the only child. I mean, what type of trouble I'm gonna get into? But on my cousins and stuff, oh baby, no baby, they got too out the frame. And I think that back in the day, parents didn't really communicate with their children like that. And so that created a little bit of, it created some resentment and some, adulthood trauma from that. And I think that people kind of tried to adopt like a better communication style with their children in the more recent generations, but they thought that that meant don't discipline your damn kids. And I'm here to tell you, these new school kids, these TikTok generation kids, these liberty kids are bad as hell. Bring back the ass whoopings or something. Hey, the Charlies. Nobody can break it down like you now. I agree. Thank you, the Charlies. Thank you. It says, oh my goodness, now. But yes, the two main reactors that react to her are good. Now, Nika is worth reacting on. Treese got jealous haters. What made me one? Okay, yeah, because I've seen some stuff, a little black. I have seen some mothers that probably need a little help. Treese definitely ain't one of them. And I'm gonna tell you that for sure. Like I said, I think that people just have a hard time receiving, like Teresa just one of them no nonsense, like she one of them very like stern, like you gonna do what the hell I say type of parents. And I think that some people just can't receive that. But at the end of the day, listen, some kids need that. Some kids needs a mama they're a little scared of. Cause baby, I'm sorry, I'm scared of it. If they don't bring back some hard parenting around here, I be seeing on the news, it be 14, 15-year little old boys doing drive-bys on each other. I be like, oh my God. And don't get me wrong. Now, when I was coming up, we had dudes, get out, jump off the porch, be on that gangster stuff at a young age, but it's just getting out of control. It's to the point where children don't even have enough respect for adults. Like most time kids will go off in their free time and be bad. Now you could be at the grocery store, you could be at a restaurant, you got children cussing in front of older people, playing their music loud, or walking into the store with a shiesty mask on, hoodies on their head, pants sagging, don't want to pull their pants up when they walking in front of old folks. It's just a lot of undisciplined stuff going on around here. So yeah, they need to bring back the hard parenting. Now, the soft parenting shit need to go. Okay, because we're gonna be somewhere around here. With the whole world gonna be like an episode of First 48. If that's my opinion. Now that's my opinion, and I'm not saying like being your kids is the answer. Like no, But I think that, just instilling some type of like stern, like, this is what I say, this is what I mean, and I don't give a damn what you think about it. I am the parent. I think like bringing back that kind of mentality would help, especially in the Black community, because I feel like, as a child, you don't really need all this say so that people try to make kids feel like they need. Like, people try to be like, let your children have a voice, let your kids. Okay, yeah, in certain situations, like, I don't agree with that whole make kids eat what they don't like. Now, I don't agree with stuff like that. Like, no, my child can tell me what she does like and what she doesn't want to eat, because I'm not going to force my child to have a diet that, is where she gulping down food she don't want. So I let her have a little freedom with that. What do you want to eat today? We can work on that. But what you is and what you ain't gonna do is tell me how the hell you want to be disciplined. It's gonna go my way around here. Hey, Belma Flex. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, thank you for joining the chat. Thank you for joining the chat. Like, I was watching Strong Mom and Chris the other day, and I watch her too, and I like her content, some of it and stuff. But she was basically saying, like, she asked her kids, like, do you want a whipping, or do you want to take, or do you want me to take your stuff? Baby, ain't no choice. Okay, it depends on what the hell you don't did. If you don't did something that's extreme, you finna get both of them. You finna get your ass toe up, and you finna get that phone taken. That's just the type of parent that I am. And my child doesn't, she's probably got maybe like 5 spankings in her life, and she's almost 10. So, like I said, in no means am I promoting people just whipping on their children or doing that. But I just do feel like we need to bring back stern parenting, where there is a limit on how much you gonna run me. Okay, there's a limit on how much say so you gonna have around here. You not just finna just express yourself on every damn thing, because some things is just a non-negotiable, because I'm the adult in here paying the damn bills, and that's just what it is. Belma says, I was just about to say both of them. Okay, both of them. Ain't no either or. And then she got 9 kids too. Oh, baby, no, they definitely wouldn't have a damn choice. Because when I tell you my hat goes off to Strong Mommy Chrissy, I give her the utmost respect. Because, baby, my nerves would be shot. My nerves would be shot to the pits of hell with 9 children. So, baby, I promise you, it'll be a whole lot of ass whooping. Tilo says, I agree. Yeah, because they be judging her, because they be like, she be laid up with a man. I'm like, well, listen, with 9 children, I think honey, she gotta she gotta breathe sometime. If she gotta get away for a weekend, maybe that's the best thing for her. Because, baby, I know what I used to have. I used to be engaged, so I had my step baby, and it was 2 of them, and with just 2 of her, my daughter and his daughter, with them together, oh, baby, I would need me a drink sometimes. Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry. I definitely agree with some of Teresa's parenting style, baby. I'm in, like, I'm listen. We ain't gonna do too much. You telling me what it is and what it ain't gonna be. Listen, do what the hell I say, or else. And I think we need to bring that back, because I mean, a lot of these kids are just ridiculous. A lot of these kids can't even read, but can be on TikTok all day, but think they finna have some soft parenting. No, no, you finna get off TikTok. You finna learn how to read. You ain't finna tell me how it is and what it is and what it ain't gonna be, Booker. But I'm sorry, that just ain't gonna fly with me. Period. I'm sorry. No, if you can TikTok it, you can follow instructions. And I think that we have created a generation of pacifying people, and it's just, I think kids need to go back to being kids. Okay, kids need to go back to being kids. It says, the power of the Almighty, the others should be shaking for all the mean and nastiness they try to divide a mother and a child. They should be fearing God for real, for real. Exactly, Duke and Father. I say it again. They should really feel terrible. They should really feel terrible. And like I said, even the people who, have now since start arguing with Shrek or whatever, but the people who started all this, everybody should take some accountability and really, like, don't do that no more. Just learn from this situation. Just don't do that, because it wasn't worth it. Now all this confusion has been created, all this, and now, but it's kind of funny how God works. And like I said, everything happens for a reason. So maybe all of that chaos had to happen for her to really, really break. Because like she was on Live Day, like she was saying, All of this really started because of the relationship with her and Coco. Her and Coco, people was in their feelings about that, and it just went to hell from there. And that relationship and those reactions just broke off, and like an octopus. It created so many side conversations. But maybe all of that chaos and confusion was to really, really, maybe it happened to her so that maybe God can kind of like get her attention. Like, okay, listen, you got a lot of odds stacked against you. You have no choice but to tighten up your game. You can't let another, sleazy snake in your home around your children, because look how bad it turned out. You can't move like this. You got to really get serious about this. So maybe that it needed to happen so that she can grow and wake up in certain ways. And but it's mighty fun. But at the end of the day, they still took it too far, and now it's gotten so bad that now they are beefing with each other about stuff, and trees really ain't even hard the topic no more. So I mean, it's just how funny how God will make things turn around. It all started off with everybody ganging up on her, attacking her, trying to tear her down, and now all y'all over there tearing each other heads off, ripping each other to shreds, striking each other pages. It's all type of shit going on, and she over there with her feet kicked up, reunited with her child. See, y'all should feel dumb. It says, I could imagine having 9 to 10 kids. My 3 was enough. Okay, I could not imagine, little black. I could not imagine. All right. It says Shrek already about to start. She made a Facebook post about it. She hates to see Trees getting type of love. Girl, what she said? What she said about that? Honey, what can you say? I mean, at the end of the day, if you have something negative to say about her and her child reuniting, you are sick. Let me go look and see. What is her Facebook name? Well, that's how much I be, honey. Listen, I can only take her on YouTube, honey. I can't follow her on all the Facebook. It's too much. Look, I barely tune into her on YouTube, because honey, I be having to tune out. But let me go see. Let me go see. What is her name on there? Is it still chopping up with Ross? I don't know. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see what she got to say about Trees. Uh uh uh. But let me tell you guys, a hint is full of nothing is ever sincere about her. Okay, like girl, shut the hell up. Talking about nothing is sincere. What would she benefit off of? Like this? Let's just keep it all the way real here, Ross. Let's just keep it all the way real, Sister Pig Feet. What ulterior motive would she have to reunite with her son? She already has surpassed you a million times. She's already built her empire. She's continuing to do her content. She's continuing to thrive. And she went months. How long has been since her and her son been together? It's been a good little minute, probably been a year or so, right? Like, what is it gonna benefit her to reunite with her? So, like, what other ulterior motive would she have? They could have just stopped talking, and she could have went on and lived her life, and he could have went on and lived his. She's not benefiting in any type of other way except for spiritually. This is from her heart. She's benefiting spiritually from this, but there's no material benefit that she gets from reuniting with her son. She reunited with her son because that's the right thing to do, because that is the child that she birthed. You know what I'm saying? She don't need no ulterior motive she don't need her son. She's been doing her content. I mean, not saying it like that. But what I'm saying is she doesn't need to have a sneaky motive to reunite with her son. She is the parent. She built the empire. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing that reuniting with her son is gonna do for her page or her career, because she's continued to go even after her and her son fell out. She continued to have a platform that people still watch. She continued to have videos that still went viral. Her name is still in your mouth way after her and her son top talking. She still is the primary source outside of all these side arguments you be having. You still want her to be your only topic, even though you get sidetracked with all the other people that be talking to you or whatever. So I mean, what other, like, what is not genuine about it? She could have really, if she was so evil and if she was so disingenuous, she just would not have reconnected with him, and she would have just said to hell with him and continued to live her life and said, I don't give a damn how he end up. But because she has a good heart and because she is a good person, regardless of whatever mistake she's made in life, guess what? She says, you know what? Even though I felt like he lied on me, even though I felt like he crossed me, that is still my child. And I'm not going to let my child be out here struggling and down and out. So what? That's her child. You sound damn crazy. Would you never talk to your child again? Would you be able to live with yourself if you just abandoned your child off of some drama that social media stirred up between y'all? Like, girl, shut the fuck up. All right, let's see what the comments say. Yeah, over a year. It says exactly. That's Tree's biological son. Okay. Like, I don't think she's genuine. What other motive would she have? You know what I'm saying? What other motive? This woman is genuinely wanting to reconnect with her child because this is her damn child. Goodness. We saw it. See, and I think in Roz's head, she thinks, oh, she probably wants him to watch those kids. Oh, she probably no, baby. Teresa's already showed us that she gonna make a way out of no way. Okay, she got the resources to do whatever. We don't see her keep going, get her new houses, all that in the midst of all this chaos and drama. People have literally been having stones trying to tear down the foundation of this woman's platform for years. And she has continued to fight through it all. She is continuing to live good, eat good, children looking good. She could have very well went on her merry way and never tried to mend the relationship. Maybe she did it because that's her damn child, Ross. Nothing more, nothing less. It ain't always got to be something else. Everybody ain't evil like you. Everybody ain't, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's not sitting around with some type of motive. Some people genuinely love their children and they just want to make things right with their children, regardless of what drama done popped off between them and their children. Because, baby, the rumor been out there. Her son been put the allegations out there. Okay. And guess what? She could have been, if it was about being not genuine, if she, you know what I'm saying, like she's standing firm on what she said. She didn't do shit to her son. She's standing firm on that in her son's face. So it's not like she trying to kiss his ass or butter him up, because if she was trying to kiss his ass or butter him up, she'll be over there agreeing to whatever. No, she told him on his in his face on that live. Baby, I know what I did and what I didn't do. So like it ain't like she trying to kiss up to him so he won't. No, it ain't that. It ain't that. It's she loves her child. Unconditional love. Unconditional. And that's just that. And stop trying to dig into it. Because the last time you tried to dig into it, it didn't work. You got egg on your face. You tried to dig into it, and guess what you got? Sharita attacking your ass ever since. Because you didn't know how to leave well enough alone. So learn from the last situation. Okay? Learn from the last time that you tried to go digging into this woman's business with her and her son. Learn from that last situation and mind your damn business and let this woman and her son be. Find something else to talk about. She's still doing content. You can find, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But that right there, let that go, baby. Just let it go. It's tired. It ain't worked the first time, and it ain't gonna work last time this time. Tilo says, I was just saying that it's like it had to happen. Look at the series of events. Trees has grown, and look at Hog. She needs to learn and get what's coming to her. Exactly, Tilo. Maybe it had to happen so that she can grow. Because maybe he's preparing her for more blessings. He allowed this woman to become a millionaire off Facebook. A millionaire off of propping up to her cell phone and let people see her go live and show her most vulnerable moments with her children. And maybe he was like, you know what, before I enlarge it even more, you need to maybe fix this area of your life. You need to tighten up over here, tighten up over here. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe that what happened years ago needed to happen so that she can move smarter and do things differently and not let certain people around her to soak up what she has worked so hard to build. So maybe it needed to happen. The Charlie says she loves confusion. She is a freaking witch. As long as she has a relationship with her children, everything is fine. She makes me sick. Exactly. Exactly. That live touched my soul. The best live I have seen this year. Yes, Bama. Yes, it did. It did. I was just so happy. I said, now y'all know I be missing an action from live. I said, but you know what? I'm gonna go live and talk about it because I'm really happy for Trees. Like I really am. And like I said, to the people who want to raw specifically, don't start that shit up again. Don't start trying to create no narrative and create no division because it didn't work the first time. Y'all swore up and down justice for Courtney, justice for Courtney. This is not to minimize how Courtney feels about anything, but y'all really swore up and down. Oh, don't worry, Courtney, we got you. We gonna start a fun for you. Like y'all had all these ideas, and guess what that boy did? Went right over there back to his mama. He fuck y'all. This my mama, and we back together, and we going to get massages together, and we on live together, and we chilling. And even though we still have our own opinions, guess what? We still rocking together. This still my mama, and I'm standing beside her. So shut the fuck up. The same way you still stand beside your children through whatever mistakes they made, she can stand beside hers. Don't try to do all that because when people get on here and when they try to talk about and they try to create division between yours, you got a problem. Like that's the whole thing. And see, now it's kind of funny because now the tables have turned. You are the one that's now everyone's content. You are the one that's getting attacked left and right. You are the one with people attacking you and your children. And I'm not saying that it's right, but I'm just pointing out what's going on. You're the one with people attacking you and your children. You're the one with people making up quote unquote lies on you and your children. You're the one got people out here accusing you of scamming. Every single thing that you have done to Trees has come back on you. People even was interviewing your ex-lover. People trying to find out who you used to lay with and get them to come talk shit about you. And it worked for a little while. I mean, every single thing, every single weapon that you've loaded your clip with, it has fired right back into you. So this should be the signal to stop. Like just stop. It's not gonna work. Like ain't shit you can say that's gonna really affect this woman's life. This woman has not missed a meal. She has she has not missed an opportunity. She has continued to thrive. And you have talked about her and tried to tear her down, and she still it's got more than you. She still is doing better than you. She still is feeding her family off of content about her own life. She still ain't got to get up here and tell nobody down every day. She ain't got to get on here and cuss nobody out and talk about nobody's children and go back and forth. When they talked about my son, so I'm talking about their child. They talked about my mom, so I'm talking about their mom. She ain't got to do all that. She can sit back with her feet up, eat her crab legs, chill with her son, continue to take care of her other children, go on vacation, do what she got to do, and you're still here about to bust a blood vessel, arguing with everybody and their grandma every day. Like, come on now. Hey, blessings. Hey. It says, yes, table are really turning with that lady, and it's in her face where she can't even speak on it. Yeah. Now it sucks to be you. Now you got to get on here windmilling. This lady done got her life is good. Her son back together, kids doing good. She chilling. She's chilling. You know, and you over here every day running your blood pressure up. It's something you done caught BV all that. Lady, get it together. Get it together. It says, listen, I just told my son nobody loves you like I do. Okay, you can't get between a mother and their child. You know, I can't imagine my child. Like I said, my child is she's still a child, right? She's still elementary school age, so she hasn't gotten into her teenage sassy, So, but whatever she can, I'm always gonna love my child, no matter what. No matter, I mean, even if she becomes a teenager who don't want to be bothered with an attitude, guess what? I'm still gonna love her, and we're still going to always ride for each other. That's one thing about it. You may go through a rough patch with your children or your family, but it's gonna always come back around. Like it's gonna always. It says, like Tree says, she has to learn to move in silence. And now look, talking loud and ain't saying nothing. Okay, okay. Blessing says, I'm proud of both of them. I just hope they do some counseling and make it work for them. But by God's grace, I believe they'll be okay sooner or later. Exactly. I'm proud of them, and I think that it's gonna be a journey. And I know Tree said that she's against counseling, but I really hope that she, considers some type of avenue for healing for her and her son. But I'm really proud of them for even making it this far. And I'm pretty sure that it's probably going to get difficult because they're both still standing on how they feel for certain situations. But I think that I just hope they don't let social media get in between it. I hope they really genuinely try to just work on it, work on forgiveness, work on accountability, work on loving each other, work on communication, working on letting certain things just go. Like, you feel how you feel, I feel how you feel, but mom, I love you, son, I love you, let it go. Like, I think that, but I think I really am praying that they see it through, and that they don't ever let the internet come in between what they got going on ever again, because seeing them together today, like, it really really warmed my heart. Like, it really, like, made me just so happy. Like, you would think that these people are my family members or something. Like, I don't know these folks from a can of paint, but it just was like I lit up. Like, that literally made my day, no lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, to see them together smiling, to see them back in a good place, that just really made me happy for her, because it was a lot of people involved in trying to really ruin that relationship. And when you are a mother, I could just never imagine me and my baby being separated and not speaking and mad at each other for that long. And I just know that it probably tore her to pieces silently, what was going on. And the fact that, he's embracing her, she's embracing him, and they're coming back together, that's a beautiful thing. And I think that people need to leave it alone. Like, don't try to bring it back up, because obviously if you know what I'm saying, this is this boy's mom, and he's an adult, and he made the decision to mend the relationship, and everybody should just leave that there alone. It's plenty of the drama, it's plenty of the shit to talk about, it's plenty of the content to react to, but that situation, leave them people alone and let them mend the relationship on their own, period. It says, right, Shrek kids curse her out on live, disrespect her on live, over 300 911 calls because her kids, yet she feels she can speak on anybody. We all can hear the hate and jealousy in Shrek's voice. Exactly. Cause ain't no way you can't make your kids respect your house. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I gotta call the police because y'all in here fight so bad. I'm finna beat y'all ass. I'm finna punch somebody in the back. Sit down. Okay. So the fact that you got to get 911 to handle you and yours, baby, call the police for what? I said stop. And that's what I'm saying. If your children don't respect you enough to stop when you say stop, like, I don't, no, ma'am, you can't give nobody no parent. If you got to get the police involved for your kids, you don't need to give nobody else no damn parenting advice. You can't tell nobody nothing. So you too busy looking at somebody else and their children, but you missed the mark a little bit with yours. Cause ain't no way. My mom ain't never had to call no police to get me to behave. When she said sit your ass down, that's what I did. When she said stop, that's what I did. When she said we ain't doing that, ain't no arguing, fussing, fighting over no toy, that's what I did. When I went to my cousin's house, they were just like my siblings. When her and her sister probably got into a little scuff, got into an argument. When her mama said, sit your ass down and stop, when they daddy said, sit down and stop, that was it. You should be able to, your children should have so much respect for you that it don't take all that. So the fact that your children up there fighting like cats and dogs and you having to call the police and this, that, and the third, no, I have literally seen teenagers get into it, get to arguing, but when the grown folks say, I said that's enough. And you gonna shut up and you gonna sit down. Okay? That's how we do it around here in Georgia. Hey, alive and prosperous. Hey, hey, hey. I wish my mama would have to call the police to get me in control. We gonna be calling the police. All right, we're gonna be calling police to get me off your ass if you won't respect my house. Okay. It says they are twins all the way down to the walk. I love it. They are, and I love to see it today. It says we must keep the family in prayer because it's gonna be a journey. It made it worth watching Tia and her family again. It did. It really did. Because I'm not gonna lie, that whole situation really had just put a damper on even like tuning in, because it was just, you could really, like, when all that was going on, it just really put a damper on the, like, just even trying to see her go through that, because you don't want to see someone going through that type of pain. Because as much as she's a strong woman, but you could see that one situation really affected her at one point, and it was just really hard to watch. And I think that I really hope they really just, like I said, if they're against therapy, well, if Teresa's against therapy, I really hope that she really goes into deep prayer and just really, really keep a strong relationship with God during this time. Because, of course, it's the internet. People are going to try to rile things back up. People are going to try to test the situation again. But I really hope that she just, continues to pray hard and continue to get closer to God and continue to just ask Him to cover that relationship, because it was so beautiful. So, so beautiful seeing them reunite like that. Like that was amazing. It says, Charles, yes, mother have no motive, no jealousy, etc. My children can't make me ever not love them. Exactly. There's nothing that my child can do. Nothing that she can do to make me ever turn my back on her. Okay? Nothing that she could do. It says the most dumbest thing she rebuttals is I'm an awesome mother, but her daughter straight be cussing her and any other adult out. My kids 25 or 21, and they cuss at me to say sorry, mama. Exactly. Like, we literally heard your child on live cuss at you while talking to you, and she cursed at you with an attitude. It's one thing to just curse with your vocabulary around your parents, because some people like let that fly. Down here in the South, we ain't with all that. When you got elders around, you need to limit them cuss words. But some people different. Some people raise their kids different, right? So some people allow their children to use their curse words while talking, but you damn straight finna cuss at me. Your child cursed at you. Yeah, you need to shut the hell up with the advice. My bad, y'all. Let me clear my phone. Sorry, y'all. You need to shut the hell up with the advice. Your child cursed at you. You need to shut up. Okay. If your child is so comfortable they're cursing at you, yeah, it's time for you to be quiet and worry about your own. Hey, Mark. Hey, hey, hey. Since I'm late, but I'm here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, it says, yes, I'm not violent, but during all that negativity against her and her family, I wanted to lay hands on all, but I prayed all the time for them to still do, because we all can learn good or bad with watching. Exactly. And that's pretty much what I'm saying today is kind of like to all the people who were involved in that smear campaign, just learn from this. Even the people who have since like changed their hearts about trees and have apologized to trees and have, they have, seen, pig feet true colors, and they, all that. It's just like, just learn from this situation, because it was this shows you, like, if this woman was just really so evil and she was just really this bad person and she didn't really deserve a relationship with her child, God wouldn't have brought it around like that. He brought them back together for a reason. He brought her back together for a reason. It says that lady over there ain't got nothing positive to say about her and her son reuniting. It's sad. She always find able to say exactly. And the thing about it is, she's going to wake up one day and realize, wow, I am a woman of a certain age, and here I am. Instead of me really taking the time to just be positive, or at least do my commentary in a non-confrontational, non-aggressive way, I literally have not done shit but wake up every day and argue with random people I don't know. And I mean, it's gonna eventually cost her platform. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be next year, but one day it's gonna cost you that platform, because you gotta, if you don't make some changes and you don't learn how to move in love and not with hate, you can still give constructive criticism in love. You can still talk about what you don't like in love. You could still disagree with things in love, but if you don't learn how to switch it up, baby, you're not gonna have that platform for learning. God don't bless no mess. Hey, Nick and Nicole. Hey, hey, hey. It says, a lot of Prosper says, now you play too much with your once and air blue moon lies. I'm sorry, girl. I always be like, y'all get a sprinkle of me here, a sprinkle of me there. And it's just me. I'm just inconsistent. I don't know what it is. It's my ADHD. It says, God is all. I love her firstborn. God is all. Love in her firstborn. Wow. Yeah. It says, element. In my opinion, she can't give criticism on being a mother. She can't. In my opinion, she can't, because her children is damn right disrespectful. And you can tell that they don't respect her. In my opinion, from what I view, baby, I would never in my life, just be cussing at my mama just randomly, because we having a small like disagreement over some damn a store that sell coffee. Like I'm not gonna be like, they don't sell no damn soda in here, girl. What? That's how you're talking to your mom, but your mom is on here giving some advice on kids, and girl. All right. It says that was her best plug, and it's been pulled. Mom and son are working it out. Exactly. They are working it out, and she should really feel dumb. It's like, lady, just leave it alone. But of course, in her fashion, she gonna try to continue to divide. She gonna try to make up a whole narrative on why she feel like they reunited. She gonna try to make it seem more than what it is. She gonna try to make it seem like Trees has some type of ulterior motive, but it's just like, that's how you can tell that you operate in evil. Like the things that you're trying to project onto her, that just shows the type of person that you are. You know what I'm saying? It says Shrek don't realize a stroke or anything can happen at any moment, and no voice think of sowing good soil, honey. Okay. Yeah, I mean she definitely does not understand. Like, you are up in age, ma'am. You ain't old yet, but you know what I'm saying, you're in the 50s. Like, you need to, what I'm saying, change up and calm it down. Like, this is not something that you need to be indulging. It's just like, it's like childish, like high school, like playground shit. Like, well, she said this about me. Well, I'm gonna say this, and she said this about me, and I'm gonna say this, and it's just like, there's a way that you can go about doing things, and it's just, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? This is not it. That she better get a hold on that granddaughter. She's gonna be fast. But Piffy think that's cute, child. It's gonna be a lot of things that come up in her life that she's gonna realize that she was never qualified to talk about. She's gonna get the egg on her face in a lot of situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, you on here, because you got on here talking about Teresa's children, talking about their behavior, and then we in so many skeletons and so many things have been uncovered about the relationships and about the behavior of your children. So, she's just going to continue to dig a hole for herself that goes deeper and deeper and deeper. And she's going to realize when it's too late that you did all that, and all the slander, and all the allegations, and all the harassment, and all of the things that you did to this content creator. Now all that has been done to you. All of your secrets have been exposed. You got people attacking you from every angle, left, right, up, down, back, forward, and you don't know which way to turn. You arguing with everybody, and their grandma, auntie, uncle, cousin, sister, brother. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna ever have peace. And one thing about it, you know, you when I don't care. I seen a post floating around, and they was like, choose $1 million, or you can never talk to any of your loved ones again. I would turn down $1 million, because I'm all about, I'm all about loving on people. I'm all about, just being peaceful with people. I'm all about just really, really just having those relationships and being kind. I'm never gonna prioritize a dollar over just having good relationships with people. And I think that that's kind of like, you could see, like, from people's reactions to the post, like, people who genuinely, value relationships and having morals and just being positive and having that internal love in their hearts over a couple dollars. Because a couple dollars could never make me say, I never want to talk to my mom again. I never want to talk to my grandmama again. I never want to talk to my child again. Like, a couple dollars could never put me in that mind. You could even tempt me to even think that way. I would turn it down immediately. And so, that's just going back to say, like, you have people that they just want to be seen, want to be heard, want to get the views, want to get the followings, want to get the coins, and they'll just start doing anything and saying anything and just getting knee deep in the bullshit to the point where they're not gonna be able to bring themselves out of it, and they're gonna end up doing more damage when they could have just really just took the high road in the first place. It says you have to sweep around your own front door first. Exactly. Sweep around yours first. Tell us, you see, what you should have done was you should have came out here, and as you were giving your constructive criticism, you should have been telling your story and your journey and the things that and the mistakes that you made, and why you had to call the police to your house over 300 times, and why you had restraining orders against you, And why your children feel comfortable cussing at you and smoking weed in your house and all that. You know what I'm saying? You should have came out and told your story and your journey and the things that you overcome as a parent, and then maybe we would have received a little bit better. But you came out here on this high horse, and since then the high horse has been knocked the hell down. All the lies have been exposed, all the dysfunction has been exposed, and now this woman is over here thriving, winning, and happy with her child, and you over here windmilling for your life every day for a check. Sucks to be you. Is it, do y'all hear how Shrek takes deep breath between her BS talks, child? Cause she be going so damn fast, honey. She probably about to fall out. She be so full of anger and air, and honey, heart probably be racing. She better slow down, honey. And so she talked about Tree's daughter ordering a drink. I forgot what it was, but then her granddaughter went out and ordered the same drink, but that was okay. Okay. And then Shrek continues to say the reason she's staying on Teresa is because she spoke on her son. It took Teresa a year to respond and mention the son once. Yet Shrek has befriended everybody that spoke on her son. Say it again. Look, let me pin you, boo. Let me pin you, boo. Let me pin you, little black. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't make sense, because so you mean to tell me that you can't forgive or you can't let it go that Tree spoke on your son, but you literally have befriended people who talked about your son, who laughed at your son. Coco dogged your son out, baby. He said some nasty things about what happened that night with your son. Chase, everybody went in on your damn son, and you ran back over there and you befriended them and you was bosom buddies with them and you was welcoming into your chat. You forgave Coco about 2 times and he lit your ass up a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have forgiven almost every single person who has had something negative to say about your son, worse than Treese ever said. But you're staying on Trees because Trees spoke on your son. Everybody spoke on your son, girl. Everybody did. And you didn't give a damn. As long as they were willing to gang up with you and dog Trees out, that was okay to you. It was okay to you to forgive everybody else who laughed, mocked, or said something disrespectful about that situation, because it was okay as long as they willing to go against Trees with you. The same way you got all this to say about Sharita and all this and the third, and you got all this to say about how what the type of person she is and this, but this is who you was running with. You was running with this person because you wanted the tea on trees. This is who you welcome to your platform and welcome into your life, and now look. So it's like, you're not making sense, ma'am. And it's kind of like it's not. It's you just need to move the hell on at this point, or just say, I'm just a hating ass bitch. I'm just a hater, and I just want to make a coin. Just say that I just want to make a coin. She brings in the coin. Me continuing to talk about her is gonna keep the platform going outside of me arguing with everybody else. So that's what I'm gonna continue to do. But don't try to make it about your son, because baby, the whole internet, every reactor that you have rub elbows with, hug, not hug, but welcome into your chat, shout it out. DOLT and Raw Squad. We're like-minded women. We're like-minded women. We ain't forgot. We ain't got amnesia, okay? All of that, you forgave them after they talked about your son. You formed alliances with them after they talked about your son and your mama, who also deceased. So, girl, shut the fuck up, okay? It says they had 5,000 plus watching it live, me included. Love it. I loved every minute of it. When I got on there, it was almost at 4,000. I said I loved it, and it's because that's what people want to see. As much as people feel like the drama and the negativity, it brings in the views and all that. You're only gonna get so far with drama negativity. It's yeah, you'll get people to tune in. You know what I'm saying? You'll get a little coins off of it, but people, at the end of the day, true healing, true forgiveness, true love, unconditional love, families being reunited, a mother and a son trying to figure out how to mend their relationship, that's going to trump the bullshit any day. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's all about moving forward. People want to see progression. Yeah, you're gonna get people who want to hear the arguing, the cussing, and the fussing every day. But the real people, the people that really, really about something, the quality of people who really, the supporters that you want to have, they ain't gonna want to tune in every day to see you cussing nobody out. But what they will tune in for is to see the reconciliation, to see the family thriving together. They will tune in for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that Treese was able to just, not stop feeding into the bullshit, and I'm glad she was able to kind of like just Ray Charles it and just go into her mode and just grind and privately get herself together enough to the point where she can muster up the strength and the courage to open those arms back up to her son. That's beautiful. And I don't give a damn what you say about it. You can talk about the way she looked, you can talk about the way she dressed, you can talk about the way she eat, you can talk about anything about her, but you can't take away from that beautiful moment. And you will never be able to have a genuine moment like that. You could never bring in people to support you like that for something positive. The only way that you will ever get that amount of support is by being negative and nasty and doing the devil's work and being evil. You will never be able to ring in that many people, just looking at you and your family love on each other and just try to make it right. You'll never be able to do that. And that's why you continue to hound her like that. That's why you continue to go in, because you could never. And you hate that. You hate that. You could never be positive and bring in that much support. Because one thing about it, that's why we all came here. We all came to see a woman cooking them crab legs, making that special sauce in the kitchen with her children. That's what we all tuned into originally years ago. That's all. We didn't tune in for the drama. We didn't start following Trees because of nothing but her and her children in that kitchen making them some meals with her spin on it, with her special spin on it, what she used to call it, the ghetto hood way, or whatever she used to call it. That's all we wanted to see. All we wanted to see was her and her children together, happy, cooking, eating crab legs. That's it. And you can never dim that light that she has. So stop trying. And says the ones that she befriended said way worse than Latrice. What Latrice said about her son. It's all about the money, though. Exactly. Exactly. It's all about the money. But it's only so much that you'll be able to bring in the views. You'll be able to bring in people, but it will never be on the level that you want it to be. You'll never be able to be on a real. You think a real company is gonna reach out to you and sponsor you when you tearing out another black woman? You think JC Penney or Dove soap or Maybelline or somebody gonna say, hey, promote my products, and all you do is sit on the internet and tear somebody down? You think, Coca-Cola, you think somebody gonna be like, hey, I want you to do some promo for me right quick? You're only gonna be able to grow to a certain point. And if that's your thing, that's your thing. But it's just you gotta be self-aware and stop trying to make it seem like it's something it's not. If you want the following because of the negativity, if you're just a messy person and you like the mess and you like to be evil, you like to be nasty, just say that. And then it'll be what it is. But stop trying to disguise it with all these excuses. First it was, I'm just trying to help a mother and her son, and I mean her children. I'm just trying to help a mother do better. Well, she said on her live today, she did better. She left the no good man. She kicked him out. Because that was the major problem in the beginning. She had this no good man around her kids. Well, she fixed that issue, and then you still went on. You know what I'm saying? She tried to move on. She tried to, you still kept going and kept going and kept going and kept going. So it's kind of like, stop trying to camouflage it with all these, like you have some pure intentions. Just say, hey, I'm a messy woman. I'm miserable. And I need someone to take my misery out on. I need an outlet to be miserable because I like being miserable. That's all you got to say. It says she can't wait to get back over here on YouTube to spread negativity. Shiny. She will not learn from the situation. She's not. Exactly. She'll get another 7 days. Exactly. You gonna mess around and lose the whole platform. Then what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I've seen it happen. I have seen a content creator tear down another content creator for years, and finally one day they got her ass, and she ain't been back since. Okay. And then she already posted that she's going to talk about it. You know, she's beyond mad seeing Teresa Court together. She's evil, pretty evil, exactly. Like, you know, you should be, if anything, you should say, you know what, you guys, I'm just happy to see them together. I'm going to leave it alone. God's going to work it out. God knows the truth. And I'm going to leave it alone. And we're going to talk about something else. We know we're going to let them do their thing. If he chose to, to continue to, reconcile with his mom, who am I to be upset about it? Who am I to speak against that? That's his decision. If he was the person, who I was supporting, since y'all swear this was all about him anyway, which it wasn't, if this is the person who we loved and care about, and we just wanted to support this young man, and now this young man is deciding to go reconcile with his mother because we still love and we still support him, we're gonna support whatever decision he decides, and we're gonna leave it alone, and we're not gonna bring any more negativity. We're not gonna add any more to his plate and put any more evil narratives out there about him and his mother, because we support him and love him. If he decides that he wants to reconcile with his mother, we're going to support him in that, and we're going to not try to tear him down for it. But that's how you would be able to tell if this was all about support for Courtney. But no, what's going to happen is you're going to just probably, now you're going to tear both of them down. You're going to tear both of them down because you're not, that it was never genuine from the start. The support for him was never genuine. You didn't give a damn about that child. You just wanted something to talk about. You just wanted something to continue to fuel the hate train, to grow your platform so that you could continue to have more content so you can drag this woman down because you want to see her down. And after all these years, it ain't happened yet, baby. She ain't in jail like y'all said she was gonna be in jail. She ain't lost her platform like y'all said she was gonna lose her platform. She ain't went broke how y'all said she was gonna go broke. Nothing that she ain't lost her kids like you said, like y'all said she was gonna lose her kids. Nothing that you all have spoken over this woman's life has happened. Everything that you all said on your platform and predicted and speculated, nothing has come to. Nothing has come to fruition. So that should be the sign to give it up. Y'all said she going broke. Y'all said she gonna lose her platform. Y'all said she gonna lose her mind. Y'all said she gonna be in jail. Y'all said the kid court ain't gonna never want to talk to her again. Y'all said they gonna take the kids. And she still got the kids. She's back with her son. She's still thriving. She's still eating off social media. Give the shit up. Okay? So but that's pretty much the message that I wanted to give today. I've been on here for about an hour, so I'm gonna go ahead and wind it on up and wrap it on up. But like I said, I on a positive note, that was a beautiful thing, and it just goes to show that what God has placed His calling over, what He has placed His armor of protection over, no one can destroy. There are times when people go through things, even with loved ones. There are times when people may go through periods of separation so that they can go through their own healing. There are times where God will remove people out of your life temporarily so that you all can grow as you need to grow and come back together at a later time. And sometimes, that happens with mother and son, sister and brother, husband and wife. There are times where sometimes God will put some separation there to put some things into perspective. But at the end of the day, you know, if we saw with our own two eyes that it came back, it should be nothing else to say. At the end of the day, this is a mother and a son who have both had rough upbringings, who have both been through some things as children, who have both overcame a lot of things, and they're just trying to figure out how to maneuver and how to love each other through all of that. And so there will be arguments. There will be hurt. There will be misunderstandings. There will be, accountability issues. There will be a lot, but they will get through because God has already said it. He's already said it and it's already done. So for the people out here who think that an opinion on the internet is going to deter that or is going to really hold some weight, just stop, because this right here, what happened today, the reuniting that we saw today, that was God's way of telling y'all, stop. I got this. This is my family. This is my mother and son. This is the mother and son that I put together, and I want them to be together, and they're gonna be together, and they're gonna be all right. And even if they fall out again, it's gonna come back, and no one on this internet is gonna have the power to dictate how the relationship is gonna go. Even if they make up and they break up again, at the end of that, that's still that woman's child. He came out of her womb, and people need to learn to stay in your lane and stop overstepping your boundaries, because you don't have more power than God. And that's all I got, y'all. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for sticking in here with me, for interacting with me. Um thank y'all, and I appreciate y'all. And like I said, I'm excited for Trees. I'm excited for her. I am really happy. I really am praying for her and Courtney. I really hope that they really get, they really get the healing they need. And I'm just excited for the journey. And even if they hit another rough patch in the road, because that's what happens sometimes with family, it's gonna be all right. It's going to be all right. I think that, I really, really saw Teresa's heart today. I mean, and I've always seen her heart, but I really, really saw her heart. The way that she was looking at her son and just smiling, even when them disagreeing, it's just like I see a difference. I see the growth. And I want to say, Teresa, I'm proud of you, girl. Like you and your son today on that live, like y'all was talking, y'all was agreeing, y'all was disagreeing, but y'all was learning to love each other through it all. And I'm just rooted for the best. So I love y'all. Little Black says, yes, now great live and commentary as always. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I love y'all, and I will see y'all later. Peace out. Happy holidays, everybody. See y'all later.